What up, what up, what up? This your boy Ron Baker, and we just coming back from a break. Paying dues, VC, do my page work on my Facebook page, the Bake Show Facebook page. Shout out to Putty's Kitchen, Putty Bake, Putty Edibles, Putty Balls, pause. Shout out to Guap Gang Radio, Dario Turner, down in Columbus doing this thing. Dave Diner doing this thing. Rich P, Rich Porter, Tim Anderson, Fallen Fathers, me, Getting Better Basketball, and who else am I missing? Oh, Smoke Screen Films, my video guy. My video guy, he's not here right now. Do my videography. We'll be getting got some projects coming up, so stay tuned, man. You know what I'm saying? Tune in. DJ Mike Eli, we got something going on that Debonair's later on, drink specials and all that. We just trying to iron out the kinks. This is part 2 of the Akron City Series boys basketball and girls basketball all city teams. And I just gave you the girls and what they did. Shout out to the ladies, the academic all city teams as well. I took a break because I know for a fact that I'm going to probably elaborate more on the guys, on the boys, because me as an official, I've been officiating these young men since yay high. So here we go. First team, boys, City Series basketball team. First team, all city, 2017-2008. Jonathan King, Buchtel, Jr. Tyrus Tony, Buchtel, Jr. Derviante Russell, East, Jr. Alfred Johnson III, Elliott, Sr. Taylor Mack, Firestone, Sr. Trevante Timpton, Kimmore, Garfield, Sr. Shout out to those guys. Shout out to those guys. Alfred Johnson III rings a bell. Second team, Chris Robinson from Buchtel, Sr. And let me just say this. Me personally, watching this guy, of course, he's a football player. To me, he is, and I've seen a lot of point guards. And the only guy that I compare him to as far as floor general, D'ing up, making sure people go where they gotta go, not messing around with the ball, don't turn it over. In my era, of course, a lefty, it's Aaron Ashburn. Chris Robinson, Lil C. Rob, man, he is, wow. If he could have just got in the gym a little more, and I was trying to get him at getting better, but his bread and butter is football. If you ever seen him on the football field, he's a bona fide killer. He's a bona fide killer. But shout out to C. Rob, man. Brian Valerie Jr., Buchtel Sr. This kid, straight out can shoot it, man. Great kid, can shoot it. I remember last year at the East game, I sat and I talked to him and Lil C. Rob, and we just, and it was another kid I forget. We had, you know, those great kids, great kids. Billy Johnson, East sophomore. He's player of the year. Player of the year in the next 2 years candidate. Player of the year. Remember that Ron Baker said it. Storm Cherry, Elliott. Player junior. Second team all city. Steven Zampelli, Elliott Sr. Earlier, I said with the championship game, of course, Elliott won, that they missed the guy, the shooter, Zampelli. Zampelli went a perfect 6 for 6 from the field, from 3. They kept losing him, and he kept draining them. And he had 2 free throws. He ended up having 20. Without Zampelli, they don't win. They don't win. They don't win. And we're going to get off into the city championship game in a second, and my analysis on it and my defense of Matt Fletch, because I heard some things. We're going to get off into that. Perian Johnson, Firestone, flat out scorer. If he was 6'4", 6'5", man, wow. He's a killer. Shout out to those guys, second team. Honorable mention. Ja'Shawn Campbell, Bookto, senior. Shaheem Pickens, East, sophomore. Jesse Nance, Elliott, junior. And he's going to be good. That guy, potential player of the year. Justin Lane, potential player of the year. I didn't know they had him running a 1. And we're going to get him getting better, and he going to get better. Sophomore at Firestone, great kid. Cameron Brown, Kenmore Garfield Sr. Drew Williams, Kenmore Garfield Sr. Deion Scott. And if he related to the father that I know, Deion Scott, came a long way, kid. Came a long way. You had it in your genes, though. You had it in your genes. Rashi Scott, Deion. That's honorable mention. Now they got an all defensive team, and you heard JoJo. JoJo said he was mad because if it was an all defensive team, he would have made yes JoJo. Offensive defensive team. Chris Robinson, senior at Bookto. Shaheem Pickens, East, sophomore. Kudos, young man. Keep locking them up. Keep locking up. Alfred Johnson III. Elliott Sr. Big man. Big Al. Lafayette Johnson. Could be Lafayette Johnson Jr. Firestone. Brandon Evans. Kenmore Garfield Jr. Tyrell Salters North Senior. Our defensive team. You can hang your hat on your D. Forever. You can play for anybody if you can play D. If you can lock up. If you are willing to lock up. If you are willing to get your nose dirty. If you're willing to wear the mouthpiece. You can play for a lot of teams, man. You can play for a lot of teams. Salute to you guys. Player of the year, Big Al. And I have a story about Big Al, man. Big Al, his freshman year, I was up at Elliott helping out. And Big Al comes up to me, and this is open gym his freshman year. He says, what can I do to get better? And I'm like, wow, it's open gym. I don't know what else to say. You know what I'm saying? Just keep doing what you're doing, kid. Rebounding or whatever. He said, because I just want to get better, coach. And 4 years later, player of the year. Coach of the year, Matt Futch. I'm going to be defending you. Kudos to you, my G. Kudos. Academic All-City team, and just like the young ladies, I'm proud of you. This is better than first team All-City. It's better than player of the year. It's better. Academic All-City, Jonathan King. Wonder if he's related to the John King that we know. Bookto Jr., 3.68. Brian Valerie, Bookto Senior, 3.46. Tyler Brown, Elliott Senior, 4.5. Jesse Nance Jr., 3.5. Matt Turley Senior, Elliott, 3.8. Last one, Elliott 2. Steven Zampelli, Elliott Senior, 4.0. Justin Moore, Senior, 3.5. Justin is an all-state wide receiver also at Firestone. Great kid. Brandon Evans, Kenmore Garfield Jr., 3.68. Armani Council, Kenmore Garfield Senior, 3.46. And Terrell Salters North Senior, 3.8. Good job, Terrell. Good job, man. And if you, who I think you is, the football player, keep working hard, man. I remember when you was a freshman. I remember when you was a baby. If this is who I think it is, man. And kudos to those guys. And we're going to be wrapping it up a little bit. And I just want to talk about my analysis on the game. The best team. The best coach team. And I'm not saying that by a landslide. And I'm not even going to say that. I'm not even going to say that. I'm going to say it came down to execution. It came down to execution and Zampelli. Zampelli was the difference. Yeah, Al did his thing. He could have had a triple-double. He was close, about 16, 12 rebounds, about 6, 7 blocks. He was somewhere in there. But clearly, Zampelli was the difference. They kept losing him. They kept losing Zampelli. And can't lose a shooter like that. Can't lose a shooter like that. You heard JoJo talk. You can't lose him. You losing the shooter. And I'm sure with McNeil on the bench over there, Matt Futch and everything that he all the basketball knowledge that he has, I'm sure that he said find him, because they tried to find him. The twin was trying to find him, and he just for some reason just kept getting lost. Shout out to Zampelli, because you could have went 0 for 6, 2 for 6, 3 for 6 even. You went 6 for 6. Your name is in history. You cut him down back to back. You cut him down back to back. And Matt Fudge, hell of a game. Hell of a game, Bookto. And I was there. I watched it all, and I saw how the Bookto Griffs grabbed their medals. And one thing I want to say about those kids, because I love them all. But let me tell you something, Bookto. And this is history. You have nothing to hang your heads on. You're there. You did what people before you did. You did what people before you did, and that's the only thing they can ask. Especially out of that senior class, you went there. And you probably went there a couple of times. I'm just, just off top, because I'm looking at what's in the program, and that's for another show. Actually, that's going to be for another show when we put a couple more people in the top 100. Hint there from Bookto. The only thing is, and this is what separates Bookto from a lot of other schools, and I love it to death because of the culture there. Getting there ain't good enough for those kids. You got to win it. And I love the fact that that's the standard over there. Teaching them kids over there that getting here is not, you're going to get there. But winning it, man, you have to win it. And as long as you are held by those standards as a kid and growing up, you're going to be a winner. So to those kids, don't hang your head, man. Don't hang your head at all. That was a real somebody got hot on you. Because even with Big Al and what he did, somebody got hot on you. And we can't knock that. You can't knock when somebody get hot on you. So kudos out to the not taking away nothing from Ellen, because down the stretch it was all about execution, and you executed. Big Al, you didn't fall out. You was vertical a lot of the times. You was straight up and down. That's why you didn't get a lot of foul calls called on you. I think you had like 3 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe could have ended with 4, but you didn't foul out. Not taking nothing away from the winners because they won the game. But I just saw how those kids and the body language was. So if you are watching this, listen. The Bake Show is proud of you. The community of 1040 is proud of you. And with that being said, I'm going to let it go. I'm going to let that go. I'm going to let that go. Now, to wrap things up, Brew Pop. We're going to go to a break.